Well, speaking of credits, one of my favorite credits, I'm going to be a fanboy right now,
Nah.
is you play the recurring role as Lilith, the mother of all vampires on True Blood.
How awesome was
And
that?
that was so awesome. I have to tell you, I've been on True Blood as background, and I've watched it from the very beginning, and I knew the history of Lilith. So when I found out that someone I knew was playing Lilith, I just lost my mind.
I lost my mind too.
I mean, it was just so. Tell me about the experience. What was that like?
It was honestly amazing. It was really my first big recurring role on. I mean, it was a huge show. Sadly now over.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. I mean, I had watched the show from the beginning as well, so I was a fan of the show. So first of all, they called me when I found that I got it, and I was walking down La Brea to meet my friend for lunch, and I literally stopped in the middle of the street and started jumping up and down in the street. Very cool.
Yes.
Clearly very laid back, and was like, whatever. Of course I got it. And then I saw my friend because I was meeting for lunch, and I ran out and I knocked her over. I was just like, oh my god. Then we went to lunch. Then I freaked out because I was like, oh my god, I have to okay, they gave me this job. Okay, now what? So I was very excited and a little apprehensive, and also I went in the 5th season. I was on season 5 and 6. So it was a very established show already, and they were, all the leads are stars, and it was a huge deal. So then I was apprehensive, one, that I could bring it in whatever they asked, and then also how it would be to walk on set with that, and sort of what the energy would be and everything. And it was really, they were fabulous. They really were. Everyone introduced themselves, and I'm like, duh, I know who you are. Oh, hi, Stephen.
Yeah.
No. Who do you play again? I'm not sure. Hi, Aunt Anna. It's Anna, right? So, but that just shows how gracious and no one was everyone was really great, and everyone came up, and my first scene, which in the beginning actually I was only supposed to be on one episode, and they literally they were like. They also made the audition. I had 4 pages of this never-ending monologue,
Oh, wow.
and the role, the actual scene that I had to do required no words in the first thing. So I was like, well, this is intense. But I think it's because they never know, with shows like that especially, they never know how the writers are going to evolve, and so they want to know if they cast somebody. And the character evolves, that you have the chops to bring it. I think
That's what happened later on.
And that's what happened later on is that they increased my role and things like that. But yeah, my very first scene, I sort of have to appear naked from this pool of blood. So that was my very first day on set,
Wow.
with this and it was a party scene, of course.
Yes.
So because normally you get they're like, oh, you get a closed set and everything like that. And they were like, by the way, it is a closed set, but everyone in here is necessary. So normally necessary is a couple, a skeleton crew and maybe 1 or 2 other people. This was most of the cast, and then a lot of extras as well, because it was an engagement party scene. So everyone was lying around on the floor, and everyone was here and there, and I had to crouch down in my little robe on the stage, and then just sort of appear as though I was coming out of blood. And I was like, well, this is quite the first day.
Right.
This is quite the first day. But then they all came up afterwards, and they were just like, welcome to True Blood.
Drink the blood. Drink it all.
What events?
A tyrant is rising. It is the beginning of the end. You must complete my work.
Why me?
You proved yourself worthy when you won the battle for my blood.
Am I God?
No. God made me as vampire, and Adam and Eve as human. I am worshipped as a god, as some may come to worship you as a god. But there is no god but God.
What am I supposed to do?
I mean, you've been on the show,
Yeah,
you know how it is.
Fabulous over there.
So
actually.
they have really great energy, and then the sets are amazing, and so you really get spoiled in terms of seeing, they sort of create the environment for you. So
You did such a great job, and I can't see anyone else playing that role. I mean, you were Lilith.
You just know what to say.
Yes.
No, I'm very. We'll always be very proud to be involved in a show like that, and And it was amazing for my career because, you know, although she started off as a small part, and obviously it's a very intricate ensemble show, the credit of having that and sort of, I would walk in, like after my scene started airing, I would walk into audition rooms and the casting directors would be like, oh my God, you have to tell me. And I'd be like, don't fire me, okay?
Exactly.
I'm not telling you anything. But it was great. It was a really great experience being part of a show that people love so much.
Right.
So